Hello class, this is Dr. Brian. I wanted to just give you a brief orientation about where everything is in this class. Some of you may have been expecting this to be a seated class this semester. I apologize, there was some schedule changes and some personnel changes, so this class is now online. But feel free if you need some additional help beyond the materials in the class, that we can set up an appointment. Just please email me first to set up that appointment. I do work during the day. I have a very busy job. I work from home, but I'm in meetings a lot. And I want to be able to answer your questions. So if you'll email me, we can set up an appointment. We can talk via Zoom. We can talk via Blackboard Collaborate, however you want to chat, or we can talk on the phone. Just email me first so we can actually set up that appointment. I do have office hours on Monday, and I usually try to stay home near the computer during that time, unless, some kind of emergency or something comes up that, carries me away. I want to show you a little bit about the classroom. So this is our classroom. We're, of course, using Blackboard. Your announcements, which are so important, are right here, okay? You will notice in the announcements, if you go down and look at week 1, I talked to you about the learning outcomes, and I list for you what is due that week, okay? And down here, I even give you some dates. So your first discussion post in this class, which is your initial discussion post, is due on 9/1, and then you have to respond 2 times, to 2 classmates. Those have to be done by that Sunday midnight of 9/3. And then your other assignments, which is this create a simple Python project, is due also Sunday night at midnight on 9/3, September 3rd. Now I want to mention something very important about discussions. Discussions close on that Sunday night at midnight on 9/3. And when we say midnight, 11:59 Eastern Time. Okay? I do not allow late discussions unless in cases of hospitalization or something, just where, on military service, something where you can't participate. Vacation, and other things, they don't count. Okay, it has to be some kind of, serious emergency that I'm going to allow a discussion post after that, because you can start your discussion post on Monday morning. Okay, so the first day of that week. So don't let your discussion posts get by you. Okay. Your assignments, I allow work up to 7 days late. Okay, up to 7 days late. So let's say something came up, you could not submit your work by Sunday, September 3rd. You have until the next Sunday at 11:59 to submit that work, but you will have a 10% late penalty. Okay. After 7 days, I'm not going to take it. You can submit it. I'm not going to grade it. Okay. I'm not taking work over 7 days late unless you and I make an agreement ahead of time because of some kind of major emergency going on in your life. Okay. And again, military service is included in that. Okay. Not vacation. I'm sorry, you can schedule your vacations outside of class. I have to, you'll have to too. I try not to have anything due on a holiday, except we have Thanksgiving holiday coming up, and I do have something due, I think, the Sunday of after Thanksgiving holiday. So I apologize for that, but I will warn you ahead of time on that one. In this class, we are going to be doing some web mining, which involves a programming language, which I pick Python. That's one of my favorites for doing web mining. We will use several other tools also during the class. You actually have 3 textbooks in this class. You have one on web mining, just kind of talking in more what I'll call higher concepts. We have one that focuses on social media type web mining, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff. And then we also have one called, we're going to be doing what we call some web scraping, okay, which is really neat, and I think, and we're going to be using some tools to do that as well. So I think you're going to really enjoy this class and learn a lot from it. Again, my name is Dr. Brian. Feel free to email me anytime you have a question. I do draw the line on giving answers. I'm not going to give you the answer to a question. I'm not going to write your programs for you. I'm not going to do your homework for you. That's, we're all in college level here, and I don't do that for you. Let me show you a couple of other areas while we're floating around here in the class. Your syllabus, well, your orientation video, which this will be a part of, will be right here. You've probably found that if you found this video. The syllabus and your schedule is right here. You click on it, open it up, it's a PDF. It has the schedule in it and what we'll be doing each week. Okay, so you also have that. Course contacts. This is college contacts and also my information here. Module content is where you're going to find the meat of what you're doing. Module 1 is what you'll be working on first. You'll see that I have a separate folder for reading, video, and articles. So for week 1, if you click on that, you'll see that week 1, this is your assignment. These are the great resources that I have for week 1 for you. Okay, and an install will be installing Jupyter Notebooks on our computer. You should have, since you're in the IT program, you should have a good quality computer that can run this. Tablets, notebooks are fine. Chromebooks are not going to work. An iPad's not going to work. You need either a full-fledged Apple computer or a full-fledged Microsoft Windows computer that is at least 64-bit. Okay, and that's pretty much what's required for the IT program anyway. So if you have any questions when you're doing this install, this also is a video on doing the install, but this is my step-by-step, so it's fairly current. In other words, I just created it to show you how to do that install step by step. And you will have, if I go back to module 1, you have your introductions discussion, which, is, I like it because I learn about you, but it's not required. This discussion 1, history of the web, that is a graded discussion. Again, the first post, and that's due on September 1st. The responses are due on September 3rd. And in week 1, we're going to create a simple Python program. It actually is a program that's created from the videos that are right here. Okay, this one right here, especially building a BMI calculator, is exactly, if you watch all of them, then you get to that one. You've got what it takes. I'm really wanting to see that you understand the concept of Jupyter Notebooks. You've got it installed correctly and you're ready to work. Okay, so this first assignment is very important because all the other ones are going to build on this one. So get that one done. Very important to do that. Of course, discussion board, you saw a link there. You also, you can click on the discussion board and you'll see introductions here and history of the web. We do have an open discussion area here. It is not allowed, you're not allowed to discuss assignments in that. You should not be reaching out to classmates for help on assignments. If you need help on assignments or any kind of advice, you need to reach out to me. I do not allow discussion of answers or anything in any of these discussion areas. Okay, and of course, you are in a college that has a very, very strong academic honesty policy. So you should be using that and not abusing that. And basically, most of you know where your grade section is, and I'm not going to go into that because, of course, there are people's names in that. But hopefully this gives you a good way to get started. And again, my contact information is in here, and if you need me, email is the fastest way to get a response from me. Thank you, and I hope we have a great class together.